are 4 floors in Keris Museum. On the first floor, the visitors must register in the administration of the museum. After that, the visitors are only allowed to bring small notes and the camera to capture the moment or the taking picture while the visitors can put their bag in the goods custody. The first floor is the floor of the lobby, which become the initial introduction of Keris Museum.
Keris Museum provides some tour guides which are divided into 2 parts, namely tour guide for local and foreign tourists. Their performance are no doubt because they have to pass several tests and have been verified. Many facilities are provided by Keris Museum, such as locker room, guarded by the security of the museum, spot photos for visitors, learning about Keris, audio-visual to know about the process of making Keris, library, so forth. On the second floor, there is a storyline which is useful to help visitors in telling the existence of Keris in ancient times. In this floor, there are also some gamelan, Javanese traditional music instrument which is exhibited because the process of gamelan and Keris are nearly the same. This floor, there is also a library which has some collection of books of the history, philosophy, and the spreading of Keris.
On the third floor of Keris Museum, there is a diorama of the process of making Keris. The visitors can learn about the process of making Keris and the philosophy behind each process. In this floor, there are also some statues of men, which hold Keris with different positions, and each of them has their own meaning. The first statue, when the man will get married. The second statue, when the man faces the king. Keris is put on the middle to give trust for the members of the kingdom that the user is not dangerous, because the user is difficult to take the Keris with that position. The third statue, when the man is ready to fight with the position of Keris is in front. The fourth statue, when the man is grieving. The position of the Keris is reversed to hide the status social of the owner of the Keris. The way to open Keris is the waroko has to pull up to the left of the user, because at the past Keris has poison. So if we open Keris in front of our face, it will be dangerous. This is also symbolic of the homage.
On the fourth floor of Keris Museum, there are some collection of Keris, such as Tengkung, Lebigan, Sabudigap, and Nogososoh. Nogososoh Keris uses Dantik Nogo, or dragon, and there is the dragon's body which has 1,000 scales. It means that in Majapahit era, Majapahit kingdom had 4 heirlooms, and those are: first, Kiai Condong Campur. It is the representation of the unity of Majapahit. Second, Kiai Nogososoh. It is the representation of the official. Third, Kiai Sogo Inten, the representation of the entrepreneur. Fourth, Kiai Saklat, the representation of the commoners. In this floor also, there is a collection of Keris from the President of Indonesia, Insinyur Haji Joko Widodo.